Matthew. Glory to you. Then Jesus was led into the desert by the Spirit to be tempted by the devil. After fasting for 40 days and 40 nights, Jesus was hungry. The tempter approached him and said, "If you are the only begotten, command these stones to turn into bread." Jesus replied, "Scripture has it, we live not on bread alone, but by every utterance that comes from the very mouth of God." Now the devil took Jesus to the holy city, set him on the parapet of the temple, and said, "If you are the only begotten, throw yourself down. For Scripture has it, God will tell the angels to take care of you. With their hands they will support you, that you may never stumble on a stone." Jesus answered, "The Scriptures also say, do not put God to the test." The devil then took Jesus up to a very high mountain and displayed all the dominions of the world in their magnificence, promising, "All these will I give to you if you fall down and worship me." At this, Jesus said to the devil, "Away with you, Satan. Scripture says, you shall worship the Most High God, and God alone will you adore." At that, the devil left, and the angels came and attended to Jesus. My friends, the gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. So I'm sure you all are looking at that thinking, what is that all? I would like to give you a chance to, I don't know if you got a bunch of reflection or light reflecting off of that. If you do and you want to see it a little bit later, I'd encourage you to take a look at it, because we're going to talk about the theology behind that. First of all, though, I want to be honest with you and with, I'm going to invite us to be honest with each other. Isn't oftentimes our relationship with God something that's more or less rather casual, or at least it gets active when push comes to shove, right? When things are either totally over the top good, right, or absolutely rock bottom bad, right? That's when it seems like we really get ourselves in a relationship with God. It's the in-between time, the majority of our lives, we're kind of okay with God. We really try to be in a relationship with God, but we do our thing. But we go about life. Life is busy. It's a lot of work. But living is a lot of work. See if a prayer like this might ring a bell with you. Dear Lord, or maybe even more powerful, oh God, if you get me out of this jam or help me out in this way, I promise I will. Okay, I thought so. Have you ever wondered, though, why does it take us to the edge of liminality, we call that? Those liminal experiences, agony or ecstasy on either end. Why does it take us to get pushed to the edge of liminality before we put ourselves into a really intense relationship with God? Isn't that an amazing thought? Why does it take that? You and I, as Christians, we profess our belief in the communion of the saints, and then yet I wonder why we spend the majority of our lives not allowing those saints to accompany us on this journey in life. Isn't it amazing? We profess it, and then we fail to allow them. Why is it that as human beings, it seems that we have to allow ourselves to get so broken before we can allow God to heal us? Why is that? You see, this painting sits in our house, and it reminds me of that every day as I walk in. If you can't see it, or if you have, what we have is a broken Christ. The Latin title of this painting is Dominus Umbra. It means the broken Christ. We actually have a Christ who is broken and allowing the angel to minister to him. One of the only paintings I've ever encountered in my life that Christ allows somebody to minister to him rather than he to them. what I believe was the last line of the reading today. The angels came and ministered to Christ. Right? I wonder if there wasn't really a part of Jesus' life that was broken and might have needed it. Gosh, I wonder if there wasn't a part of Jesus' life that wasn't broken and needed healing as well. I'm not saying it's sinful, don't take me wrong, but I wonder if there wasn't enough brokenness in his experience of life that he didn't need to allow the angels to minister to him just like you and I do. We say that we all often wage secret wars in our lives. We all say, or we often say, we all have our own demons that we fight. And I really believe that in many ways. And it often seems to me like the spiritual life is really a journey of us like peeling back the layers of an onion, peeling them back, trying to get to that fundamental core that we know, or at least in our hearts we hope is there, that knows that we're holy, that knows that we're good, and that the spiritual life ends up being a journey where we keep peeling those layers back, trying to get to that core. How can we get there? To get to the core of that hope. To get to the core that says and celebrates the fact that we're good, that we are holy, that we are loved. And fundamentally at the core, I believe, the most fundamental piece, that we actually matter. I said it at the beginning of the liturgy today, I often believe Lent is one of the most mistranslated seasons. It is not, and I'll say this over and over again for the next 40 days, you're going to get sick of it. It is not a season of beating ourselves up for or with our sinfulness. It is a season of simplicity that hopefully allows us to discover our holiness even deeper. That's what it is. Lent is actually a season when, like in that painting, we allow ourselves to rest, to set down our defenses, and allow our God and the angels to minister to us. Lent is a season of healing, a season of renewal, not a season of depression, despair, and self-deception. My friends, I believe the question is this: are we ready? Are we ready to open the doors of our lives, to rest, defenseless, to let go, and to let God? Can the angels minister to us? I hope and I pray that is precisely what we all can do in this season of Lent. Can we allow God and the angels to minister to us? That is my hope. Maybe it's your hope too. Friends, I invite you to stand as we